Hello, lovelies. So our last reading for October, and really also August, was more reflecting on behaviors that we could really address, things that we could tie up, loose ends to tie up, things we can address and get rid of, as well as really holding on to some patience through some challenging situations. And I really want to see for November kind of what that's going to bring about, but really more or less just to see what transformations are getting ready to take place. Any last little things that are kind of stinging that you can address and get rid of, behaviors that you can recognize and change, or self-destructive thought processes or patterns or people, as well as looking at what is coming your way as far as potential and potent transformations between now and the end of the year. Next month, for December, we're going to take a look. I'm going to do 2 readings for December. One is going to do more of a reflection type of reading, looking at the energies for 2020 and really just reflect on that, what happened. How can we take that energy and use that into 2020, and that's going to lead into the second half of, or the second reading, which is going to be it's going to be focusing on the resolution based on that reflection. How can you use that for what to look forward to in 2021? How can you, if you're able to follow through with all of these types of transformations and these challenges and this patience, what is that paying off for? What can you look forward to in 2021 in general, or even at least just as you kind of flow into the first portion of 2021? So that's the plan. We're going to take a look at that transformational aspect, more of a kind of a preliminary transformational point. What can you start looking at now as we approach the end of the year that you can start reflecting on, tying up, finishing up, and getting ready to just kind of prep and motivate for 2021. Okay, so let's get started. Hey Sagittarius, alright, so let's see how this cosmic transformational time is affecting you guys. We're going to first peek at what things you can be holding on to that are producing, a little sting, and could be either affecting, your overall peace, or it could be influencing self-destruction, just kind of what can you look into that will help bring some of that transformation that you need into your life. Okay, so we'll start with what hurts do you need to release at the moment. All right, got 10 of Wands, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Fool. So a lot of you are held up on a situation that is pretty heavy. It's a tough decision. It's got a lot of weight to it. You're having a hard time making up your mind. The Queen of Pentacles is about someone an entity in your life, a person in your life, or situation that is taking a lot of your energy. It's very bossy. It's very demeaning. It could be just very demanding and kind of just life-sucking, type of a force that's going on here, and it's stopping you from making a choice to take on some new opportunities here. So you get to choose which one you're going to, pursue, or you're going to choose to stay in this boat, basically, and bring that into 2021. So this is a pivotal moment for you to make some decisions, is what I'm seeing. What self-destructive behaviors do you need to recognize and stop? Nine of Pentacles, Page of Wands in reverse. So it looks like you give something or someone an amount of attention or perspective or an impression, and then you don't either follow through with it, or you create conflict with maybe within yourself and kind of within your own past hurts or circumstances you're not dealing with, or just inability to follow through with it. Okay, and that's something that is not, I think it's hurting other people, and it's hurting yourself, and it's not something that you should take into 2021 with you by any means. This is something to definitely deal with now so that you can have a positive transformation. Okay, what aspect is can create, what aspect of your life is wanting to have a potential or a potent transformation with regards to this? Six of Cups. Seven of Wands in reverse. So you've gone through enough to know better, basically. Okay, you know it's now's the time to stop procrastinating. It's not the time for, I feel like you've had a lot of things going on, and now's the time to either kind of even those out. Maybe you create, a lot of, maybe you've just been really busy, but sometimes maybe you might create issues so that you don't have to deal with other situations. But now's the time to take those experiences, take the past, take, what you've been through, what you want in the future, and kind of put that on to the same boat and really reflect on using those experiences in the future and making some decisions with that in mind, okay? Ending some things, dealing with some things, whatever that means for you. So what can help you kind of dive deeper into that heart space and help you to just explore, what you're ultimately wanting to come into your life? And then to help you kind of explore what you don't need. So saying what you do need is to evaluate the opportunities that you're being given, that these are to bring better luck into your life, to bring a better existence into your life. It's meant to keep you from having to isolate yourself away, but feel more satisfied with what you have in your life, just to see this progression, to see this lifestyle change, to feel, at peace with some things, and to enjoy what certain perks life has to offer. This is a chance to do that by following through, getting rid of old things you don't need, and identifying some of those self-destructive behaviors, which could just be giving attention to the wrong things and in the wrong areas. The things you don't need here is, you don't need narcissism. You don't need to do that to other people. You don't need to have that bad influence or that selfishness, being rubbed off on other people who don't deserve it. You don't deserve it if it's happening to you. So what you don't need is any more of that negativity in your life. You need to eliminate that at all costs. And what will bring in more of what you desire, just to clarify. Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. So Ten of Swords in reverse is recognizing the blessing in disguise and changing things, changing the cycle, letting those swords drop and finally releasing that pain, that grief, that intensity, whatever the fear is, the unknowns. And the Seven of Cups is about facing those confusions, facing the facts, facing the lack of, whatever it is that is lacking in the situation, and just recognizing it, and then making a sound decision with optimism of what you want in the future without having to depend on anybody or anything but yourself. Okay? Tough, but necessary to do before the end of the year if you want to move towards some more positive results. Okay? Alright, if you want to look at your personal situation, please let me know. I'm looking forward to December's readings to see what, what this brings about with you guys and what you guys end up doing. So your personal situation we can definitely look at. Reach out. Everything's still 50% off. Otherwise, take what fits, leave the rest. Much love to you guys. Have a great month.